When 25-year-old Carlee Russell disappeared from the side of a Hoover, Alabama interstate, the world was mortified. The circumstances surrounding her disappearance led to a reward being offered for information leading to her rescue. Countless people on social media chimed in with plausible explanations about what happened to her. Come to find out, it was all a lie. At this point, everyone is wondering what will happen to Carlee now that her scam has been revealed. Thankfully, RRG received some expert advice from New York attorney Dmitriy Shakhnevich about this entire hot stankin' mess and which charges, if any, Carlee might be facing.
Everybody is just aching to see what'll happen next, right? The questions and the rumors on the internet are endless, right? Will Carlee go to prison? Will she be arrested?
Before we jump into today's video, be sure to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of teriyaki beef jerky, toasted corn nuts, and butter toffee peanuts. In order to give you some more insight into this story, we have to take you back to July 13th. Carlee left her workplace in Birmingham, Alabama, around 8:20 p.m. and took a robe and some toilet paper with her. She picked up some food and stopped at Target to buy some granola bars and Cheez-Its. She stayed in the parking lot until 9:21 p.m., according to police. Just after 9:30 p.m., she called 911 to report a toddler on the highway, saying she had stopped to check on the boy. After talking to 911, she called a family member. The family member said they lost contact with Carlee, but the line remained open. Carlee's mom then called the police and said Carlee had been on the phone with a relative, and that relative had heard Carlee scream, and then Carlee simply disappeared. Hoover officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched. Carlee was gone, but officers found her car, cell phone, her wig, and her purse. Her Apple Watch was also in her bag. The snacks she had purchased at Target were not in the car or at the scene. 49 hours later, Carlee returned to her parents' house and gave investigators her account of what happened on the night of July 13th. She said a man came out of the woods and mumbled that he was checking on the child. Carlee told officers the man then forced her over a fence and into a car. Carlee said the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of a truck with the man, who Carlee said had orange hair and was accompanied by a woman. She also said she could hear a baby crying. Carlee told police she escaped but was recaptured and put into a car and blindfolded. Carlee said she was then taken to a house where she was undressed. The next day, she said, the woman fed her cheese crackers and played with her hair. Carlee said at some point she was put back into a vehicle. She claims she was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area and ran through the woods to get back home. Carlee was taken to a hospital for evaluation and was released.
Can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
Investigators attempted to get to the bottom of what happened, but Carlee wasn't ready to talk about the situation. By this point, people thought there was something fishy going on. The online concerns swiftly shifted to social media users turning the incident into a joke and accusing Carlee of making up the entire ordeal for attention. On July 16th, her boyfriend took to his Facebook page to thank supporters for their ongoing prayers. He also asked that everyone be respectful of Carlee's situation since she was fighting for her life for the past 48 hours. He also wrote that Carlee wouldn't be giving any updates on the whereabouts of her kidnapper. Her mother made a similar statement saying they were overjoyed to have Carlee back and that they would provide more details to the media in due time. But the conspiracy theories wouldn't stop, and when police dispatchers revealed a caller had called in and said Carlee called her family from a nearby Red Roof Inn motel about 4 hours before she returned home to them, social media users demanded answers. After police gave a press conference on July 19th in which they confirmed there wasn't a wandering child on the interstate, Carlee's story quickly fell apart. Police also confirmed there was no risk to public safety. Investigators found that before her disappearance, Carlee had searched for whether or not you have to pay for an Amber Alert and the maximum age for an Amber Alert. Investigators also said Carlee searched for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. She also searched for the movie Taken. On July 22nd, she was fired from her job at Woodhouse Spa in Alabama, and then on July 24th, Carlee admitted she made the entire story up. In a statement released by her attorney, Carlee said there was no kidnapping. She also admitted that she never saw a toddler running along the interstate. She said she never left the Hoover area and had no help from anyone during the time she was gone.
We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
The world can finally move on, right? Well, not quite. The police chief said authorities are discussing possible criminal charges against Carlee. So what type of crime did Carlee commit? Let's listen to the attorney.
Right now, the charges will vary depending on what the investigation shows, right? But generally, obviously, right, making false claims to police can get you in trouble, right? Whether or not there will be jail time depends again on a variety of circumstances. Sentencing is a mitigation decision, so all the background information of Carlee will be taken into account. I don't know if there are mental health considerations, other issues there.
And what about the police and investigators that wasted their time on this hoax?
Folks are asking, will she have to pay back the government, right? All these agencies, local police, federal agencies that became involved here are spending time and money deploying resources. Generally speaking, police resources are not paid back if somebody is arrested for making a false claim. It's difficult to run the criminal justice system that way because the police and the government are interested in people coming forward with criminal allegations, right? They want victims to report crimes so that the public safety is ensured. The most important part of this entire thing right now is to preserve the evidence if there is any evidence, right? And that is the job of the police. So if and when criminal charges are brought, if and when indictments are sought, and if and when convictions are sought, right, that evidence will come into play.
Do you think investigators should pursue criminal charges against Carlee? Let us know down below.